Jason Kerr, obviously a very disappointing day for Somerset, especially the batting, being bowled out for 137. What went wrong?
Well, look, I think we started the day brilliantly. I thought Jack Brooks and Lewis were outstanding this morning, obviously to bowl Hampshire at 300. We were in a great position then, and at 50 for 1 we were in a great position. But obviously after lunch to lose 6 wickets the way we did, obviously Hampshire bowled really well on a surface that, if you put it in the right area, it was difficult to score. And they asked a lot of questions and we weren't able to answer those questions. So, unfortunately we find ourselves behind in the game.
Andy Mead played well for his 40-odd, coming in at number 4, after a lot of us were expecting him to open the innings. What was the thinking there?
Look, he's played really well in, obviously, white ball cricket. He's come in with a lot of confidence. And I think, he's trying to, what we're looking at the minute is the pieces of the jigsaw moving forward. The batting collectively has underperformed. So obviously we're trying to win the last 3 games of the season and finish as high as we can, but I'm also trying to have a look towards 2024 as well now, and see how we improve on what we're delivering with the bat. So I think if we do that, we become an incredibly competitive side, but at the minute we're not quite doing that.
You just said yourself that the batting has underperformed, and yet you've got Lewis Goldsworthy and Tom Banton who can't get in the side. Do they have a future in red ball cricket here at Somerset?
Yeah, absolutely. Huge futures. One of the things we need competition for places. Banton has played red ball cricket for a while now. He's obviously coming off the back of an incredible blast and some strong performances in the 100. We know what a talent he is. It's a matter of time before he gets the opportunity. And again, it's trying to find that opportunity where he gets an extended run, fitting him into the right position that gives him chance of, one, establishing himself in red ball cricket and then having longevity as a career. And it's the same for Lewis. Lewis played really well last year. He's been unfortunate this year with injuries and lack of opportunity. But again, through the Metro Bank, demonstrated what a quality player he is. So we're looking at that definitely. As I said, I've got an eye on 2024 as well.
One of the most obvious problems with the batting has been the opening partnership. Are you going to look at that afresh after yet another failure here today?
Yeah, I think, look, I think it's really easy to be incredibly critical of people opening the batting, but again, if you look around the country, it's an incredibly challenging position. I've looked at a lot of stats, and you look, Tom Lambie has done an incredible job facing a lot of balls and not got the innings that we'd all like to see, certainly, but some of his contribution is very significant. And obviously Dicko's put in some performances, and again, new to a club, hasn't put in the performances certainly they wanted, but we've seen what an incredible talent he is in other formats, and there's a bedding in face. But one of the things we need to do is reflect. We need to get to the end of this season and finish as high as we can, and then, as I say, we need to get the pieces of the jigsaw in a better order to make sure that we're competing.
But the way things are at the moment, it's putting a huge amount of pressure on Tom Abell, who's coming in the first half dozen overs, game after game.
Yeah, he's putting pressure on everybody. It's very rare that we've been in a position of ascendancy from against a new ball. But again, today we were 50 for 1 and in a great place at 20 overs. On a wicket that was attritional, hard to score. We didn't capitalise on that. So today was an opportunity where it looked like actually we were going to have a platform to give the middle order a bit of breathing space, and we didn't do that today either. So that's unfortunate. It's certainly an area that we're aware of, and it's an area that needs to improve.
No follow-on. How did you feel about that?
Look, it didn't surprise me. I think with the weather around, the way the surface is playing, it didn't surprise me. I think the wicket has turned from ball 1, so it's going to turn obviously the further we go in the game. Hopefully, the way if we've bowled tonight has been outstanding. If we can do that for long periods tomorrow, we'll either make inroads or make it really difficult for them to score, and that'll mean that we'll have less time to bat and give us an opportunity to win the game.
Only 208 runs in the day. It's not a great advertisement for 4-day red ball county championship cricket, is it?
It's a different kind of cricket. It's incredible attritional, and I've talked to the group today. It's about adapting to play on that surface. You're not going to score freely, even if you don't bowl that well. You're not going to score freely because there's no pace in the surface. So you have to find another way. You have to wear the bowlers down. You saw in the last evening yesterday, Hampshire managed to accelerate a little bit towards the back end of day 1, and that was after warm temperatures and us being in the field for a day, coming off the back of white ball cricket. So there was an element of fatigue there. Similar, we'll have to do that tomorrow to Hampshire, or certainly try to, but with no pace in the wicket, unfortunately I don't see the game accelerating particularly quickly.
Thank you very much, Jace. Excellent.